Senator Bernie Sanders announced his campaign for presidency yesterday in Burlington, Vermont, and today he wasted no time hitting the campaign trail. He stumped in Concord, New Hampshire at NEC's Concord location. The room was jam-packed and hot. Senator Sanders started his conversation at New England College Concord campus, focusing on the need to have educational reform, especially the high cost of college.
I have introduced legislation, and as president, I will make this legislation into law, which says that every public college and public university in this country will be tuition free.
Yes! He focused on student debt, had students talk about the debt issues they had.
I'm about around 10,000 in debt, just about the same as Sean, and with that 6% interest rate is going to be crazy. And I just finished my sophomore year, so. Senator Sanders continued his discussion focusing on the economy, going back to familiar themes of his campaigns in the past.
99% of all new income created in America goes to the top 1%. Got that? Top 1%.
He focused on how so few people in America have so much wealth.
We are the only major nation on earth that does not guarantee health care to all people as a right.
Senator Sanders also focused on climate change. He said that's one of the major issues confronting the world and confronting the United States.
We have got to transform our energy system away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy.
Senator Sanders also laid out a plan to increase taxes on the wealthiest billions. He called them the billionaire class.
Where 45 million people are living in poverty, where we have a political system heavily dominated by a handful of billionaire families. That's where we are.
Senator Sanders focused on a fair tax. He didn't define what fair is, but he said that we need to have a fair tax on the billionaire class and on these large corporations that have their income overseas.
We are not going to give up. We love this country too much to say that the billionaire class can have it all.
In the questions from the audience, one of the questions asked,
why can't we ask Hillary to give up her spot and give it to you?
I could be wrong, but I suspect she would disagree with you. I could be wrong on that. All right, but here's the story.
But he did challenge her to focus and to address issues and to take stands on key issues. As I talked to people afterwards, some of the subtext was that Hillary Clinton's campaign seems to be very scripted, and they juxtaposed that with Bernie Sanders, who took unscripted questions from the audience during his stop in Concord, New Hampshire. I'm John O'Connor for YCN News, reporting from Concord, New Hampshire.